And it's Watches and Wonders 2024. And we've been so excited about this. But before we get into Rolex's release for day one, I'm not a watch expert, I'm just a watch nerd. So if you have anything to add, any corrections, pop down into the comments, let me know, let's have a chat. Tell me what you think about Rolex's day one releases of Watches and Wonders. Oh, I'm actually really disappointed with Rolex's day one releases. They've got some interesting things, but nothing that sort of goes, wow, other than one thing, which I do find quite interesting. What are you eating?
Fish.
So, release number one. Oh my god. So, release number one from Rolex is a new Daytona. It's in white gold with a diamond set bezel with 36 brilliant cut diamonds, and it's got a mother of pearl dial and inverse contrasting mother of pearl subdials. It's very cool, it's very nice. You can either get it on a white gold bracelet or an Oyster Flex strap. It's a Daytona, just with different frills and materials. It's got a power reserve of 72 hours. It features the caliber 4131. And honestly, I have no strong opinions of this. It's got obviously diamond set hour markers as well. It's a mother of pearl dial Daytona with a diamond bezel. Like any Daytona, you're never gonna see one. You're very unlikely to ever see one. I'd be surprised if it was ever really properly available, and it costs nigh on 60,000 Swiss francs. This is probably the least interesting thing they've released. On to the next one. We have the Rolex Deepsea. The Rolex Deepsea being Rolex's dive watch that features a 3,900 meter waterproof rating. The Rolex Deepsea is known to be a very, very chunky boy. It's a very big watch. It's 44 millimeters in fact, and it does feature a helium release valve at 9 o'clock on the watch as well. So why is this one different? Good question, boyos. This one is made of solid 18 karat gold because that's what you want for your Deepsea dive watch. You want it to be made of solid 18 karat gold because why not? But obviously not all gold because it's got a titanium case back, you know, for that added rugged ability. Usability? I don't know. But it's a solid gold watch with a titanium case back. Because why not? Makes sense, right? And what else is interesting? Well, it's also bright blue. Stop licking that spoon like He's eating mousse and he's trying to distract me. This is exactly the same as Rolex releasing like a two-tone Explorer or a two-tone Sea Dweller or something. It's a tool watch that they've made unusable for tool purposes. Because you're not going to go compression diving in an 18 karat gold watch. It's a slightly more usable piece of bling, which a lot of watches are and stuff, but these are supposed to be more tool watches, and that annoys me somewhat. It's a cool watch. It's a very... I like the concept. I like the fact that they've expanded the product line a bit. It's cool, but I want to see one to actually get a proper sense of it. It's going to be very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. But hey, I think this watch at 44 mil, solid 18 karat gold, it's going to be nigh on unwearable. And it's 50,000 Swiss francs. So next up, I'm going to talk about not a new watch, but a watch that has been in Rolex's product lineup for less than 10 months that's been discontinued, and that is the white gold Le Mans Daytona. Not a lot to say about this. It's the one with the solid, it's the Le Mans Daytona. Black dial, solid white subdials, with the little red 100 for 100 years of Le Mans, and they've discontinued it. Gone. Dead. Not that anyone saw one. They probably made like 20. But it was in their product lineup for less than 10 months, and it's dead. So, cool. That was another watch that no one's ever going to see from them again, so thank you. Thank you, Rolex. And next up, there was loads of speculation about what's happening with the GMT-Master. Has the Steel Pepsi been dropped? Not yet. Not that we've seen. Were they going to make a new Coke model? No, not that we've seen. One speculation was that they were going to do a solid blue bezel. Nope, hasn't happened. What about a solid black bezel? No, hasn't happened. But almost. almost boyos and girlos. That was weird. And so they've got half black, half grey bezel, just like the yellow roller saw GMT. Same bezel as that, but this is all steel with a green GMT hand. So, and green GMT-Master II text on the dial as well. So some new nice aesthetic differences. I like it. Is it as interesting as they could have gone? No, it's not very interesting at all. I like it though. It's one of their coolest releases this year. I just don't think it's that interesting. Obviously, it's going to fly under the radar a lot more than most anything else in the GMT Master collection now. So it's sort of their stealth GMT model, because it's going to be a lot less eye-catching than the Batman or the Pepsi or the root beer or anything else. So I like it for those reasons. So that's good. Still not that exciting, but it's cool. And lastly, we have the Rolex 1908. This is, I think, their most exciting release. Not that you're ever going to see one, which, can I just preface all of these Rolex releases with, you're unlikely to ever see one because they're all precious metal, other than the Rolex GMT Master. And the Rolex GMT Master you're never going to see by virtue of it being a Rolex GMT Master. So yeah, but the Rolex 1908, it's their newest collection. It was released last year at Watches and Wonders and superseded the Cellini. And currently in the lineup, there was white gold models and yellow gold models. But what was missing from Rolex's precious metal lineup? Obviously, they haven't done a rose gold version. But what was missing, Terry, in terms of precious metal?
Steel.
Precious metal. Platinum.
Platinum.
Yeah, platinum. What was missing in terms of precious metal? Steel. Yeah, perfect. Good job. But yeah, so Rolex have released a platinum 1908. And why is that so interesting? Well, for starters, it's a platinum Rolex, so it's going to have what colour bezel or what colour dial, Terry?
White.
Ice blue. Good job. Yeah, so all platinum Rolexes have ice blue dials, and this new 1908 is no different.
Don't judge me. I'm interested in my moose.
Terry loves his moose.
20 grams of protein.
It's the cow of the north.
We live in the south.
I just mean the north of, you know, like an actual moose. It's the cow of the north. I was making a pun. God damn it. The interesting thing about this Rolex 1908 though, is it's got a guilloche dial. And that's very cool for Rolex. That's very cool to see. I love it. They're calling it a rice grain motif. I don't really care what they're calling it. I just like the way it looks, and you don't really see guilloche or proper ornamentation on the dials from Rolex all that often. Obviously, you see them use some funky materials. You see them maybe the like motif dials on some date justs and stuff, but this is proper high horology ornamentation, and it could be sort of paving the way for what we're going to see from the Rolex 1908 line in the future. We might end up seeing some proper high horology concepts from them, and that's very interesting. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. What else about this watch? Good question. Still got the sapphire case back. Love to see that. It's got a bright Rolex green inner on the alligator leather strap, so love to see that. Still got exactly the same specs, but a new price of 29,600 Swiss francs. So it's a lot more expensive, which makes no sense because guess what, Terry? Platinum's cheaper than gold. And yet they always charge more for their platinum watches. So yeah, that's amazing. So that was Rolex's day one of Watches and Wonders. I say they're day one because if they release nothing else, I will be super disappointed. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think about these releases. I'm underwhelmed. I'm suitably underwhelmed at the moment, but I am ready on my seat for some more. And if you guys enjoyed this video, pop down into the comments, tell us what watches you like. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ding that bell icon so you never miss another video. And thank you to our channel members. See them on the screen at the moment. And thank you very much, guys. Watch yourselves.